the helm for the Giants.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
Here we go.
Throwing, Jones. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And that one not going to have enough leg behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Jets offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through it.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Jets have a first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On first down, they go right back to Hall. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's third down. From the gun, Rodgers. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack. On fourth down, the Jets turn it to the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Gunnar Olszewski is deep for the Giants. That is fielded at the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll get about 2. Quincy Williams in there for the stop. Second down and 8.
Here we go, hey.
From the gun, it's Jones. The second down throw is incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again with Hall. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On the return, Olszewski. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Half 88, half 88, half 88.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Shotgun now for Jones. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Giants offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Cadence, lock in the cadence, lock in the cadence. Up we go.
Back to throw is Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope again. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish.
Previous play
The red
is under
flag
review.
is on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here comes Singletary running right. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Second and 7.
Here we go.
In motion, it's Robinson.
Up we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Momo. Up we go.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Okay, here we go.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Rodgers now. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 16-yard line.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Rodgers. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Rodgers. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
On the return, it's Tracy. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Jones. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Giants first down. Throwing now is Jones. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end.
And he's in.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes, and this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on to the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Mike Tirico.
Set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
To throw, it's Jones. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Half 18, half 18.
Slayton is the man in motion.
Up, go.
On 2nd down, it's Singletary. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Quinnen Williams there to make the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down.
Here we go, hey. Up, go.
Here's Jones. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, The other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick, so it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's now 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up we go.
On 1st down, Jones. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. 3rd and 6. To throw is Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Giants will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Rodgers. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19.
Throwing, Rodgers. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Second and a yard.
Here we go, sack.
Now the rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Get it. Smash, smash.
Back to throw is Taylor. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's to the rookie from Western Kentucky, Malachi Corley. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that deep.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go, sack. Check, Panthers. Set up.
Now, Taylor He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here we go, here we go. Huh.
Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Ready.
Throwing, Taylor. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And they appear to be ticketed for a 3-0 preseason finish. Sometimes that's meaningful, sometimes not, but we'll see what they can do here. First and 10.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Let's go now.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. The speed on display. He's in. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Gano on to add the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Ready, ready. Unlock line. Roll.
To throw is Taylor. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 13-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hot, go.
Taylor looking to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
It's now 3rd down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, Greg, he kicked it out of his own end zone. Unfortunately, the ball returned back to the end zone, this time in the hands of the return man. A punt return score for 6.
Mike, punting out of your end zone, there's really 2 big factors. Oftentimes, the punter is in a hurry. He's one step, kick, get this thing out of there. But also the coverage unit. They're so worried about protecting the kick, they're late to get into coverage. I think that's what we saw here. Returner has a bunch of space to operate. He's able to take it all the way back for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Gibson now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Taylor. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
So a road win here for the Giants. Finish off the preseason unbeaten, and they are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. We'll see you September 5th in Kansas City. The Chiefs and the Ravens in the season opener. Can't wait. Till then, enjoy the rest of your evening.